let's get started. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Retrograde energy. So that's what these lives of this series is about, is relative to each sign. This retrograde is going to be a rinse cycle for all of us, especially with this moon. And I think Cancer, are you kidding me? All those emotions swirling about, and Cancers don't exactly just go talking about it. So it's like underlying feelings and emotions and swirling about. So the first thing that I'm doing is pulling the energy of whomever this message is intended for. That's first and primero. And I am going to take, not all the time, but flyouts right now. Do I know? Because you'll come back out. And for the beginning of each sign, and you're welcome to cross-watch. It's always fun to see the other perspective. Of course, Capricorn. I'm going to take several energy cards. And I'm going to also take several Akasha, because this is near and dear to my heart for some time. Whoa, I saw a little bit of something. Okay. And for a while, I was only using the Akashic records. And all that shuffling, Capricorn, and Raphael was still at the bottom. So yeah, with the full moon in Cancer, I can see why your deal, Capricorn, would be like emotional release, retrograde, making you revisit things, emotions specifically. Maybe emotions that, because if they're still around, they're still around. So these are like oldies but goodies. Or maybe a person that brings this oldie but goodie emotion to you, Capricorn. We're going to see, okay? So the energy deck and the Akashic records tell me a story. And if it resonates with you, keep going in the video and listen to the divine guidance about what the fuck is going on here. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, it's like talking to your big sis, little sis, or whatever. Okay, so there is a Capricorn out here. I feel like she is feminine, or is feeling feminine, or whatever, feminine energy. I feel like you're actually a female, and you don't feel very protected. Usually Capricorns feel really secure, so you don't feel protected because you don't feel like finances are as secure as you would like them to be. Okay? And you're known, you're in the community and so forth, okay? But still, you're not, I guess other people would look at you like, oh, you have it together, but you're looking at yourself like, it's not what I believe it should be, so I don't have it together, and I am under financial constraints. Like, it isn't, let me see where I can put it. Oh, that's perfect right there. But it's not deterring you from being out there hustling, doing what you got to do to like just be that person in the community that you typically are. But like behind the scenes, yo, your shit is fucked up. Like your family life, like the home front is really fucking with you because it's not what it's supposed to be. It's not representative of love. And so that to me, you know, relative, exactly, like relative to what's going on, it just tells me that there's some masculine energy around you. And this is the Akasha. There's some masculine energy that thinks they know what's to do, or like what the plan is, or like this. They have like a fake Capricorn front. Like maybe a Taurus energy, like they know, but it ain't that. Or that's not what you want, like setting your courses upside down. It's just not the course you intended it to be. So you're trying to like set your course in another direction in the community, but look at all this stuff you have to look back at. because home life is not secure. And if it was, or if I felt like you at least felt safe or whatever, for whatever that means, emotionally safe or whatever, or physically, Michael would be upright. But Michael is like, no, you don't even feel like you feel me. So that tells me that there's a bigger energy of somebody else's vibration that is in your aura. Okay, it's in your reality. And, okay, so the divine physician shows up. So this tells me that this is all something that you're supposed to go through. Like, this is all something that puts you in this space of divine healing because you are building something. You are the architect at the same time that all of this is happening. All this healing is happening. So it's like building as a byproduct of the situation you're in. You know how you be in a situation like, fuck this situation. I'm gonna go create the best art I've ever created in my life. It's pressurizing the best to come out of you because of what you're recognizing isn't the direction with, the direction of the masculine energy of what home should be like and what love should feel like. The good news is you are getting out in the community. You haven't totally hermited. You know what I mean? But financial constraints on top of the home life does not make it easier. So it's not like a situation where you can just walk away. Like you feel like there's resources that you need. Okay, at 6:38. I had to have enough time to set the energy of who this is for, deliver divine guidance, and then give you 3D applications until the next time we speak. So remember, this is all about the retrograde, this specific reading for this specific Capricorn. So, divine guidance, before I just start blabbing, because I will, is going to come in the form of career related. Where's that? Yes, career related, romance related, and like generally speaking. Oh, look at that. Law of attraction. Yes, baby. So you have to remember that no matter what you're going through, you're always still attracting what your thoughts are emitting. So if you're if you're sitting in a space where you are still focusing on the no love or like the love not like what you want and the happiness, just focusing on this creates that. And that's what makes it hard to set your direction in a different direction and attract something differently, because it's like constantly reminding the universe that you don't like where you are. And they're like, stop talking shit and just listen up. Listen up, Oracle. Because, yeah, you do know a lot. Oh, yeah, look at that. Reward yourself. Right. So, like, recognize you do know a lot. Like, you have learned a lot. You are deserving. You've already gone through the whole, like, I deserve and it's my time to shine. And what it, that's how you recognize that the family is like, can my family be happier? Can I be happier? Can I be happier in a romantic relationship? Like on multiple different levels for all of that to come out with no direction. Like the one who has direction is not really directing. It's crazy. But they just know. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So that's some ego. But anyway, as far as divine guidance, they're saying, listen, you got to reward yourself. The abundance that you seek is on that vibration of abundance. So even sitting in this space and emitting, like you're having the thought of these two things, the unhappy family and just bullshit at home, and then this love situation is not what you want either. Sitting in this space just emits more of this out, and then it goes out into the ethers, and then it comes right back to you, right where the hell you sitting. So now that you recognize that it's not the course you want to set, like I don't want to do that, like I ain't trying to do this shit no more. I'm ready for my financial constraints to be over. I'm ready to heal. Like this is some bullshit. One way that they would encourage you to start is to reward yourself. Treat yourself to something that makes you feel special instead of waiting or complaining about a person that is not doing it for you, Capricorn. Okay? Like, go back to, I'm pretty sure that was you at a time where you weren't even thinking about relationships. You treated yourself to things. And look, it says to heal your financial situation. Boom. Situation being healed. Look at that. Right here. Boo, perfect. But this is a frequency that you have to achieve. And one way to do that, if you're waiting on somebody to give you the recognition that cultivates that vibration outside of you, that's not going to work. You have to start internally and identify that. So moving into at 1022, the build the numbers. Moving into the last part for Capricorn, 3D applications of these ways to get on the timelines that you want, where you're in a loving connection, where your family does feel it around you, where you feel like the proper matriarch or feminine energy around. In order to do that, you have to go inside, really think about what you haven't given yourself that you would like to, whether or not it be just a fun night out, a movie, an indulgence of like a food you think you have to stay healthy, or whatever the case is like that. Whatever you think you need to do, as my foot tickles. Dance, like get on your feet or whatever, because that's always my advice is to dance, motherfucker. Okay? Get yourself back in a frequency where you can, at 1111, where you can cultivate that frequency where the abundance is, because it's there. It's not there. You just have these blinders of what is in front of you. So you've got to go even further inside so that you can't see past what's in front of you. Go the other way and cultivate a vibration where you do feel joy, where you do feel like gratitude again. You know what I mean? Where you do feel like in your present moment everything is okay again. So my crystal recommendations would be for Capricorn, definitely something for your heart chakra. So some greens, okay? And these are just my orgone pieces, but I like visuals. So if you've got green crystals at home, wear them. If you've got green shirts, green leafy greens, like get that vibration of healing. Where's that? This green vibration of healing into your frequency, both by doing things you love creatively. And you're like, how the fuck is that going to fix my situation? It'll fix your vibration. And everything about your situation on the outside world will be orchestrated by the universe and how those things are synced up. This retrograde, what I'm trying to tell you is that you've got to cultivate and revisit your happiest self, revisit what makes you happy, revisit who you are minus these issues. Like, well, who are you? What are you emitting out there that's creating that? Like, go back inward to see what you're attracting. Like, listen to yourself. That's crazy. But all of that we'll talk about after the retrograde in your next video, okay? So it's been beautiful, Capricorn. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.